nervous because you're nervous to learn about a quilt?
No, this is like our first video, and I have never ever made a video.
Don't worry about it. Here. See, let's see. Do you know what this is? Do you know what this is called?
Fabric?
Yeah, it's fabric. Let's do this first, okay? Pick any 4 fabrics. Pick any 4 fabrics that look good together.
This.
Okay.
That.
Very nice.
I don't want anybody to know that I love girls. I just said it.
That's okay. Okay. 2 more.
I like beautiful stuff.
Yeah. I think you're picking well.
Oh, there.
The strawberry and 1 more.
Wait. Oh, there's 2.
Then 1 more.
I don't like bark. I don't like bark.
It's okay.
Also, my dog's name Peppa.
Your dog's name is Peppa.
Also, my name is Aston.
Yeah. Are you falling off?
Yeah, I fell.
Okay. Which one? Pick one. Alright, very good. And what we're going to do is we're going to now sew these strips together. So in a way that looks nice. Okay, now I have sewn these 2 strips together and these 2 strips together, the orange and the red. And now we're getting ready to stitch the 2 strip sets together so we can get 1 strip set of 4 strips. Okay, so all the 4 strips, the 2.5-inch strips, are now sewn together, and this is a strip set. What we can do now is either finger press right here, but what I'd like to do is actually set my seams, which means that I'm going to put a hot iron press to make sure that the seam is not going anywhere, and then we will finger press this open. Again, this is the right way of doing this, and as you grow further in your quilting journey, you will find a way that works for you. But this is how I learned, and it works the best for me. Let's take a closer look at setting your seams. So setting your seams, once you have something sewn, you want to put a hot iron and just press it down. And at this point, we recommend that you don't swish your iron because cotton fibers tend to warp. So there is a kind of a weave in the fibers, and if you put a hot iron and swish it, then you sort of loosen those fibers. So what we recommend is just to press it down. Once it's pressed, then you have an option of either opening up your seam like so, and pressing that seam open, so basically it's flat against the strip set that you just sewn, or you can press it to one side or the other. The important thing is when you have a lot of layers of fabric that you are sewing together, if you press it open, then it makes it easier because it lays flat. The other option is to press it to one side or the other, just be consistent. And when you do that, whichever of the fabrics is darker, press that to that side. So we usually call it pressing to the dark side. So that's just a way of remembering that you're always pressing things towards the darker of the 2 fabrics, so that when you're looking at it from here, it doesn't shine through the lighter fabric. In this case, all my fabrics are, fairly light, so I'm not too worried about it. It becomes a big factor when you're working with large contrasting fabrics. All right. The rulers that I use most in my craft room are this one. This is called CGR 12 by Creative Grids. It is a really nice square ruler and I can really use it to cut precisely. And the other one that I use most is this very common one that most quilters have. It's a 6 by 24. And between these two rulers, most of my work gets done. And of course I have specialty rulers, but I don't use them nearly as often as I use these. So I measured this width, and that's 8.5. So now on the length, we're gonna cut 8.5 because I want 8.5 squares. Okay, so I am, let's see, make sure you see this. I'm lining it up against the 8.5 mark, and then I'm making sure that this is square. And you take any of the lines of your seam, because your seams are usually straight, and you make sure that if you line up one of the horizontal lines against your seam line, you should have a really precise cut. And so we're gonna make this cut, and you have an 8.5 inch square. Look at this. This is our strip set, and it's a 8.5 inch square.
Can I hold it?
Yeah, you can hold it.
It's pretty. Oh, cool.
And you know what? We still have a lot of the strip set left, and we're gonna do the same with the rest of the jelly roll.
Okay.
All right, and then we'll come back and show our viewers. Well, you can't wipe your nose with it.
I'm not.
And then we'll show our viewers what our finished quilt looks like. They're jelly rolls. You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the fabric we've been working with is what? Hello, darling.
Yeah.
Hello, darling.
Huh.
And it's by Moda. These are the colors you picked.
Oh, can I try? Wait, wearing it?
Yeah. Well, you have to show it to our viewers.
It's like a cave.
It's like a cave. Or no, you gotta show the beauty.
Okay.
The inside, outside part.
Okay.
Here, come here. I'll put it on you. Here, stand on your step stool. And you're gonna put it like this.
And how do I sell them?
And then you can turn around. Oh, Bashi the model. Sebastian the model. Do you like it?
Yeah.